Right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is the eve of Juneteenth, and I am really excited to reflect, to analyze, to think about our course with Dr. SB, um, affirming and leading for cultural diversity. And I first want to say, I'm going to try to be candid as possible. I'm not camera friendly, even though I actually have a YouTube page and everything, but it's more so it's like, just recording stuff and posting it, not me sitting down and talking, especially directly to the camera. But with this course that we had, I first want to say, what a amazing professor we haven't had. I haven't had because I know she's not going nowhere. I know along this educational specialist journey, she'll still be someone that attends to us and supports us. And I want to say the way that she pours into us as people, first and foremost, was very transparent. It was very evident, very early on. I know I texted her even before class started, and I just thanked her for us not to be able to purchase a book, having the opportunity because, you know, times was hard in the beginning of the class. It's maybe still are now, but those small tokens and those small kind gestures are something that resonated with me throughout the course. Far as the course, the subject matter at hand, I felt like this was a course of self reflection. I feel like this was a course of identity, self worth, purpose, and then just transparency and justice. And I'm so reluctant to have had this class, blessed to have this class, because even in the institution that I'm at here, Stetson University College of Law on Gulfport campus, and it primarily being uh, enrollment dominated by white Caucasian population or so, I could affect and impact all students. My life's work is to impact students, help them get to the next level. It doesn't matter if it's on the K through 12 level or the collegiate level or higher education or so, but wherever you need to get and help you propel to be your best self or develop to achieve, I want to help support and get you there. With this course, it made me recognize that I could be doing a little bit more. There are some avenues and advantages that I do have with being a male, African American male in this role. This is a high ranking title. I mean, it's not the highest, but it still is a role of achievement and integrity. And like I said, it has a very good title. I'm the Associate Director of Student Affairs here. And it's been a good almost year. It'd be a year in September. But speaking towards the course, even before I got here, I was just like, how am I going to affect my people? How am I going to affect minorities? And students, primarily students of low social economic status and low income, because that's where I came from, especially during my undergrad days. And I didn't know. I didn't kind of think about it because the student here is a different type of student with different backgrounds than what I've had, a lot of them or so. But you get in where you can fit in. And, I think because of this course, it really opened up my eyes to do a little more. I want a larger African American population here. I want more African American and minority student leaders, and I just want to influence and I just want to impact them and let them know that there are advantages of going to law school and that you can make it to law school. So even if that's working with high schools or I'm now going to have this upcoming semester, we're going to have a partnership with, I'm actually representing the school Academy Prep. We're bringing their eighth grade students here in the fall, and this is slowly starting to unravel and open the gates of what's to come far as longevity here at law school. And then, different peoples and different backgrounds having access to law school. It is a lot of work. It's rigorous, but you can achieve. And I think I spoke about this in class. When you think about the criminal side of justice and incarceration in this country, you're talking about the African American male experience. We're the most incarcerated people in the country, in the world. So it hurts. It affects me a lot. Taking witness to a bunch of trials and mock trials and things like that, or moot court. And you're practicing and having these policies and lawmakers in the future. So but there isn't a lot of representation or a lot of diversity in these classrooms. So this is what opens up my mind about this course. Let's talk about some of the assignments. I know one of the first assignments we did, it was like the identity wheel thing. I forget exactly what it was called, but it just talked about your background, your ethnicity, where you come from, your findings, and knowing yourself. And I think the purpose of that assignment is specifically what it was, like knowing who you are first, and your strengths, your areas of development before you obtain or go to any level in life, whether that be a job, whether that be a relationship, whether that be a social status. And that really was like the core and the essence of the course, and it carried out throughout the entirety of the course. So I was just really, really happy about the assignments. Every assignment that we had, I was able to think about inclusivity. I was able to think about justice. I was able to think about minority representation. I wanted to think. I got a chance to think about access, or the have-nots, and the people that aren't, don't have equality, and in many of our assignments. So it was good, and I just wanted to thank Professor SB, Dr. SB, for her encouragement as well. She's a ray of light. She's showed us some emotional side, some vulnerability throughout the course. Just being so passionate about social justice, about being an advocate for change and leadership and womanhood. And she's proud woman, and you could tell. And we got a chance to see that, directly, and it was something special. So the course overall, wonderful course. I actually left a review. I didn't leave a review. Say that says enough. I didn't leave any reviews for my other courses that I had during this program, uh, because it meant a lot to me, and about where I am, and my position that I'm in, and what I'm going to become and who I'm going to become. It really gives you a sense of self. So the course was amazing. I'm glad it's over, but not because of it was too hard or anything, or too tough. It's just man, I'm overwhelmed. And you know what? I wanted to give more accolades to Dr. SB. It's okay to not be okay. She put us in a position where we were able. I haven't been this candid and vulnerable and honest in any class. Usually I'm the type of person, I'm just quiet. I know I'm dealing with a lot, and could be overwhelmed or so, and I typically wouldn't communicate that. I would just keep it internal, put on my hard hat, and just do what I have to do. In this course, because of who Dr. SB was, my cohort or so, I was comfortable enough to share some of those vulnerabilities, share some of those times where I wasn't my best self or so. And I just hope it didn't come out in any of my work. And yeah, that's about it. Let me look at, I don't know what time I'm at. I know it's a time limit. What else I want to talk about? One of our last assignments, the literature review, the Jedi, with the Jedi connections. I think that was so crucial for the course, because it's like, darn, it just really gave me a new scope, a new lens, a new perspective. Because here at Stetson College of Law, there's probably, I told you, the highest population that it is, and stuff. And my research is on student organizations, and their career fields afterwards, it's like, darn, well, we have our largest populations as white Caucasian women and male students, but there are a lot of successful African American, Asian American, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. Students that have gone way beyond exceeding expectations and in notable career fields in the legal world. And I need to hunt them down. I need to find them, and I gotta hear their stories, their successes, and some of the trials and tribulations they were able to go through during their law school experience in order to be as successful as they are now. So I love that assignment because it really gave me, like, I was able to focus in on something that I didn't really consider. I was just thinking about all students. I wasn't really thinking about a racial component, not more so a racial component or ethnic component of it, but having the Jedi lens, it really did, shape that understanding and that research a little bit more. So I was happy about that. I also like the professional development that we got a chance to do, because it was like, hey, I thought she was setting us up. I thought you were setting us up, Dr. SB. And it gave us a chance to enhance enhance our understanding. I'm not the best writer. I'm my whole all my comments about my papers have been, why you didn't edit, or like sometimes I'm so frustrated at the end I just want to get it over. I'm just like, hey, I'm submitting, just to be totally transparent. But I'm not the best writer. But when it comes to presentations and when it comes to, yeah, just oratory or so, I think I'm one of the best. I can convey my thoughts in person way more. So with the professional development assignment, and when we talk about equity and cultural advocacy, I was thinking about the curriculum in law schools, and it was my first. I think it was my first assignment where I got like 100% on, and I didn't think I was going to get that at all. I knew what my ideas were. I knew what I had written down. I think I communicated it way better in our Zoom session during class, instead of like what I wrote down. Like I think I'm a way better talker than a writer, and I think she got it. I mean, she got something because I got 100. She got something. I got something, and it really was an aha moment for me, because it's like, darn, my brain finally connected to the words that are coming out of my mouth, and she sees like the language I put it in, and she sees like my vision, because a lot of times what's in my mind and what's in my head doesn't really translate on just a Word document or so. And I think she got it, and that made me feel really, really good. I'm the most proud of that assignment, more so than any assignment in the professional development program. And yes, it is because I got 100. Like, I haven't received many hundreds, and it was like, I was cool with, like, I was really happy with the assignment. I was like, oh shoot, I could do a PD. Like, if we would have had gotten a chance to do the PD, I would have did it. I enjoy that stuff way more than the actual research and stuff. That stuff sucks to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So overall, I had a wonderful experience. I will continue to lean and use Dr. SB as a guide. Thank you for your consideration, for your thoughtfulness, for your will, and just being the person that you are. I'm sure many people, many students in your pathway have given you the same amount of accolades or so, and you helped me think more of myself, self love. I actually took a picture of the self love picture that you uh, during your presentation on Monday. Oh, so yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, and I saved it to my favorites because you got to start with self love. And yeah, that's about it. This was probably too long, but I know you enjoyed me talking, so it's all good. Happy Juneteenth tomorrow. Shout out to our ancestors.